Good morning, everybody, and it is a pleasure for me to be with you this morning in this event. To me, it's actually the first time that I had the opportunity to talk about accounting and the CMU, and for that reason, is quite an occasion for me. And I think I want to thank the organizers for providing this platform for this early debate. You remember that the action plan was launched on the 30th of September. Now, good morning. We are in October. It's really excellent that we have this opportunity to start talking openly about this. Well, first of all, I want to start with the usual comment that this is an informal forum and that I will present my personal views in an informal manner. For the formal position of the Commission, the questions and comments, as you know, need to be addressed to the spokesperson. Want to remind the participants that my comments cannot be attributed or quoted as such and are not meant to be on behalf or in the name of the European Commission. They are my personal views. Anyway, I will make my best to portray the way these things are being developed. But anyway, again, all requests for comments or for questions about the position of the institution should be addressed to the Commission spokesperson service. That said, you know that the Commission, that the CMU, the Capital Markets Union, is a major initiative of the Commission to strengthen our economy, stimulate investment and create jobs. It is an overall project, and it is clear that to strengthen investment in Europe for the long term, we need stronger capital markets. The Commission adopted this action plan, and that was presented by Commissioner Hill on the 30th of September. So we're really at the beginning of the process, and this is one of the messages that I'm going to be sharing with you in the morning. The thing that we are really at the beginning, and at this point in time, we know that there are so many unknowns. We don't know so much the things that we do positively know, or there aren't so many of them. But the objective of this initiative, what this initiative is about unlocking investment in the European Union. It's about better connecting financing to investment projects. It's about making the financial system more stable and deepening the financial integration and the increasing competition in the European Union. You know that, again, this is an initiative that includes a range of actions that are to be implemented over the coming years. Nevertheless, banks will play a central role in the Capital Market Union, and they will continue playing a vital part in the European economy. They will remain the main source of funding for small firms and entrepreneurs. What we expect is that the CMU will lead to cross-border investment, and we're looking at removing barriers to cross-border investment, such as those that have their origins in insolvency or tax laws, or in divergent implementation of the European Union rules. Very importantly, the approach needs to be pragmatic, and we intend to address those barriers to cross-border investment, to investment at the end of the day, through targeted action and by working with member states, or by encouraging regulators, and that's also important on accounting aspects, to dedicate more focus on ensuring consistent implementation of European Union rules. Concretely, on accounting aspects, the action plan is about exploring, for the Commission to explore together with the ISB, the possibility of developing a voluntary, tailor-made accounting solution which could be used for companies that are admitted to trade in the SME growth markets. You know that this plan comes after a public consultation that was launched in February on the basis of a green paper built in a capital markets union, and that by the time of the consultation ended in May, we had received more than 430 responses. This consultation, as you know, included one question on accounting aspects about whether respondents would consider that there is value in developing a common EU level accounting standard for small and medium-sized companies listed concretely in multilateral trading facilities in MTFs. Not surprisingly, the outcome of the consultation showed quite a variety of views. So we're not in a position where we say, well, there is a clear consensus behind one solution or the other. Well, there is not. I think that there are some positive conclusions that we can reach, but it's fair to say that at this point in time, or the outcome of this consultation and as regards this particular question, was that some respondents consider that the current state of play as it is today is appropriate and should not be changed. That's a message that we receive a number of times. Other respondents consider that some kind of initiative is needed and that would be helpful for SMEs concretely listed in these markets, and the point was making them more attractive to investors, to cross-border investors, global investors, investors from other European Union countries. And in this sense, there were a number of respondents, a sizable number of respondents, that suggested the sort of a pragmatic solution based on IFRS could be a good idea. That is where we are. That is what we believe. That we have reflected in the action plan. But as you can see, we are only at the beginning of the process, and the work for the Commission from now on includes and will continue consulting with European companies, with investors, with other stakeholders. We are at the beginning, and again, for that reason, it is a pleasure for me to be with you today. Thank you.